Hello everyone, today I'm here in beautiful Half Moon Bay, California, and I'm going to be taking you somewhere very special. Today I'm going to be heading to Sam's Chowder House, and they are known for having some of the best seafood in the entire Bay Area. They are especially famous for their clam chowder and for their ginormous lobster rolls. A few years ago I visited Sam's Chowder House, and I still remember their lobster roll being the highlight of my meal. Let's head over to Sam's Chowder House now. I can't wait any longer. I'm here at Sam's Chowder House now, and I'm really looking forward to the food. I have a feeling everything is going to be amazing. For an appetizer, I ordered their steamed manila clams, and I also ordered their famous clam chowder, which is New England clam chowder, and it comes with a little bit of bacon, potatoes, and clams, of course. And of course, for my entree, I had to get their famous lobster roll, which was featured on the Today Show. Our clam chowder is here, and I'm really looking forward to this. It's full of clams. They don't skimp on the clams at all, and there's also chunks of potatoes in here. Oh, I am gonna love this. I'm a big fan of clam chowder. Gosh, this clam chowder is just fantastic. I like that the clam chowder itself is nice and thin. It's not overly thick, so it's not too rich, and you really get a briny flavor from the clams. And I just love biting into the juicy clams because they really don't skimp. This is some of the most clams I've had ever in clam chowder. I also really like that they add bacon to this because it's just enough to add a little bit of smoky, meaty flavor that really complements the clams well, and also the nice pieces of potato in there are great as well. Now for the manila clams, and already this smells amazing. I have a strong aroma of briny, salty clams, as well as aroma of white wine, and there's also some chives, and it's floating with red pepper flakes. Whenever I see clams as an appetizer, I always get them, so I'm already looking forward to this. I haven't had any clams in a long time, and I've really missed them. I love the rich, briny flavor of the clams. The second you bite into it, it just fills your mouth with briny, seafoody juice, and I mean that in the best way possible. And I love the sauce that's on there. I could literally just bottle it up in a jar. It's so good. The sauce is just out of this world. It's a mixture of white wine and butter, and I really enjoy that flavor combination, as well as there's lots of garlic in there and chives and a little bit of red pepper to bring the heat, and they also have a little bit of pancetta, which adds some really nice saltiness and smokiness to contrast with the seafood. Wow, this is incredible. Now for their famous lobster roll, and my mouth is already watering smelling this. It's just covered in buttered bread, and it's perfectly toasted, and it's just filled with so much lobster. The lobster is literally falling out of here. Let's just go for a huge bite of this. I'm really looking forward to it. This is pretty much the best lobster roll I've ever had. I really like that it's super simple, and that truly speaks to their preparation and the ingredients they use. The bread is so light and fluffy, and it's perfectly toasted, and it's heavily buttered, so you really get a rich, buttery flavor, which you need with the fresh, juicy, succulent lobster that is so incredibly sweet and incredibly fresh as well. And I also love the light crunch from the celery in there. It's not too strong, so it pairs really nicely with the lobster, and it's not too overwhelming. The flavoring is really simple, as it's just a little bit of salt and butter, and that's really what I like with seafood, and especially with lobster rolls, because I like to enjoy the taste of the natural seafood without too many extra seasonings. They also serve the lobster roll with a little bit of coleslaw. Wow, their coleslaw is actually really good. Usually I'm not a big fan of coleslaw because I usually don't like mayonnaise that much, but the mayonnaise on here is very light. It's a very thin and light dressing, and it's so refreshing. I just love that crunch to contrast with that rich lobster roll. Wow, the coleslaw is so good. I just finished up my meal here at Sam's Chowder House, and all of the food was just out of this world. I haven't had any seafood in a really long time, and this was a really welcome change because I love seafood and it's one of my favorite things to eat. Y'all definitely need to check out Sam's Chowder House. You have to get their famous lobster roll, and also those manila clams and their clam chowder were both exquisite. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed the video. Make sure if you did to give it a like, and also make sure to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.